you, and then you go to the end of the line, and then the next person stands in. Okay, go. Okay, so this is phase 1 of speedball. Usually we'll play each phase for like 3 minutes. Okay, gets our athletes moving, gets them laughing, gets them to try to be competitive. Okay, the other element of this will say that they can jump and attack even from the front row. If it's too many balls are being killed for you, you can say only attack out of the back row. That's usually not a problem. Go ahead. This is usually a good drill. I love this element of the drill for out of system attacking. Okay, out of system attacking, I think this really puts attackers in a tough spot to try to be aggressive with that ball. Okay, so now we get that first ball. If one partner runs faster than your other partner, then you get a tough spot. But this is a good concept for littles to understand the high second ball gives your team a chance to swing at it. Okay, this is phase 3 of speedball. Okay. Okay, good. Switch in, pause. Okay, but phase 4 is really the exact same thing. Starts with the throw, one volleyball contact back over the net. Okay, each side is just kind of rebounding with that. We'll say that any legal volleyball contact counts. Okay, same speedball rules here. I don't love it. Yeah, at one contact. We're playing games for 3 points. We're in the net. We were in the net. Okay, so it's 1-1. 1-1 because they were in the net. I'm sorry, Alyssa, they were in the net. So it's not a burn. You're cool. She was in the net. Why are you looking at me like that? 1-1. We're playing games of 3 points. Okay, now for the sake of the show, we say everybody's in the front row all the time, so you don't have to worry about too many people. Setter dumps almost always burn the team off the court. 2-2, this is a money ball, money ball. Money ball is a ball that could go each way. We'll decide the game either way. Okay, so who won? This side won. So that side goes off. Not technically a burn. Burns when the ball hits right. You won, so yes, good for you. Okay, so then now the next ball. Okay, I'm going to add a rule. Okay, the burn rule still applies. Okay, and we'll get to one of those. The next rule is if you make an unforced error, the attacker only, so you hit a ball out of bounds, or you hit it in the net, you have to run back and touch the bleachers before you can enter the game again. We play 4-on-3 until you're back. If it's the far side, you guys can go to the back wall and come back in. You got to go to the far bleachers. Yeah. Okay, so Matt's going to put a ball in quickly to the other side. Okay, so now we have 2 rules to burn here. That ball's out. We go bleachers. Bleachers, ball. So we play ball that way, yeah? Kind of giving away our advantage there. That side immediately loses. Then you got the idea of burning it. Okay? One other element you could play is by adding any ball that's put over the net without an attack, is everybody on your team has to touch a sideline before they can play it. Just a little if you just want to put it over on one. That's burn. Any questions about burn? Cool. Yeah, we like that game. Give us 6 people on one side, 6 people on the other side. Let's have the near side in rotation on surface seat. Okay, can you make that happen? What's that? Yeah, whatever. Figure it out. Figure it out. That far side, you're going to serve. Okay, so we're going to work on just some serve receive elements. A lot of these are very similar, just different ways to do serve receive. Okay, this first drill is very simple. We would call this drill serve receive ping pong, right? Ping pong, we serve 5 balls one way, then the other team serves 5 balls. It's a real good chance to work on your rotations. We're going to say for ping pong this time, far side, you're going to serve 3 balls. We'll rally out all 3 of them, okay? We will rally out all 3 balls, then we're going to serve 3 balls at you guys, then both sides will rotate, okay? So far side, we would call this ping pong serve receive, okay? So a real simple way to really talk to your setters about their rotations here. So we would score the drill, right? Far side's up 1-0, they go back to serve. We go back into serve receive. Stay in serve receive even if we won the point. Couple things in a drill like this, coaches, you can work on different orientations here. We'll talk about rotation 1 here in a second. Good work. Okay, so rotation 1 here, give us rotation 1 again, you guys are doing great. Okay, we've done 2 rotations with Paige, who's our front row attacker, being kind of split out this way. This is a good drill where you as a coach can kind of help young setters understand what your options are. So let's stack you guys over there and show what that option could look like. So if we want to move our L1 all the way over to this side, we just get some different things there from our middle and right side. So this is a good chance for your team to really work through it, as opposed to maybe, go ahead, tweak, as opposed to just like one side out and the other to work on it. Okay, so that was 3. Now the near side would serve in rotation 1. You guys would be receiving rotation 1, and we would continue through our rotations that way. Now, a couple things. I don't think I'm telling you anything you don't know, but when you're doing a drill like this, we get a lot of reps on front row people at the same time because they stay out there for a while. So you always have the option of maybe switching up your rotations. So instead of it being rotation 1 versus rotation 1, maybe the next time after they complete their rotations, we both do it rotation 1, flip to rotation 4 on both sides. All the people in the back row are now in the front row, back row now in the front row, and you kind of limit jumps that way a little bit and prevent people from standing outside the drill for too long. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's ping pong serve receive. We would go through that all 6 rotations in whatever order we wanted. Now there's another way that I like to do a drill like this. It's called set the standard. We'll start with that side over there. Okay, now in set the standard, okay, we're really trying to see how many times you guys can side out before the near side wins X amount of balls. We'll say for right now that's 2, but usually that's 3, okay? You're trying to get 3 service points, but every time they score on serve receive, we would add 1 to their score. That will then be the standard that when you're serving at us, that's now the number we have to beat as opposed to 3 and 3. You get that idea? Okay, go ahead. Okay, now adding on to that element, okay, if you wanted to, if this is my varsity and that's my JV, we might say varsity, JV gets an automatic +1 for set standard. Or you have to win by 2 or more as the varsity team to balance out our score. Okay? Okay, a drill like this, if there's a missed serve, we usually give the receiving team a point, and you can even overvalue first ball kill. So in a drill like this, sometimes we'll say first ball kill is worth 2 points, winning the rally is worth 1. And then we keep track of this side until they win 2, and that becomes the standard that they have to do. That's it. Okay, so we would switch to the other side. That side, what's the standard to be? How many did you guys get on receive? 1. You guys would be serving this way. We have to get 2 to win the drill. Okay, we have to get 2 successful side outs. So the second team to be on receive has to beat the standard. They can't tie the standard. They have to get 1 more. A good way to have your varsity have to always be better than your JV if they're always the second team on receive, if that's an issue you have. Okay, so go ahead. You guys got to get 2 to win. A wash goes to the team that went first. Okay, so the far side would win that rotation. We would just score all 6 rotations, okay? Same page with that. Any questions about set the standard or ping pong serving? Pretty simple there. Okay, the next one we're going to do is it's a hybrid drill. Matt, if you could be kicking in 3 balls here. Okay, there's a couple of variations of this drill. When we play an X amount of 3 balls, an odd number, I like to use 5. We're going to rally out 5 3 balls. Okay, the ball's going to go to the winning side. At the end of 5 3 balls, one team will have won 3-2, 4-1, or 5-0. Okay, and we'll talk about what happens after that. This game is called Steal the Bacon. Steal the Bacon. Okay, so we play out all 5. We steal all 5. Okay, you do that to score or just kind of keep it in. 3-1, my side's up. Okay, pause. We played 5. This side won 3-2. Now, in Steal the Bacon, you guys are going to be on serve receive. You guys will be serving, and you have to get a first ball kill to put your 3 points on the big board. Okay? Now, if they can't get a first ball kill, or the other side can win on serve, they win the chance on the other side to get a first ball kill for those 3 points. Okay? That's why we call this Steal the Bacon. So what we're doing is we're playing a variety of free balls to put pressure on our side out game. Okay? On our side out, go ahead. Okay, you did. Taking him. Okay, so our side out game wants to be under pressure. Because you have one chance to put 3 points on the board. Okay? You rally it out. Okay, now 2 ways to play this game, okay? If you're playing with a high school team, you might say win the rally, earn the points. Okay, in a gym like ours where we want to value first ball kill, we say unless you get a first ball kill, you don't put points on the board, but by winning the rally, you win another chance, okay? So there's different elements to this game based on what you want to do. You could also say that the team that wins the most free balls, 3 out of 2, has to be serving to win the rally to put the points on the board, okay? So what you're doing is you're putting stress on people, and I think that's a tough thing to replicate in practice, but having everybody look at one person and saying, we need you to come through in this moment, right? We're going to fail a bunch of times, but we'd rather let that be in our practice shit, okay? Another variation of a drill like this is we play out the 5 free balls. This side's won 3-2. They have a very quick decision to make. How many of those 3 points do they want to gamble? This version is called Vegas. How many of these points do they want to gamble on either serve or serve receive to be in the best position to score those points? Okay? So if this side won 3-2, we're not going to repeat those. Would you rather be on serve or serve receive? And how many points do you want that to be worth out of 3? Because that's how many you have to bid. You want to serve for 1, 2, or 3 points? 3, perfect. So she's going to be serving on the line. The other side goes into serve receive. So we give our athletes a little bit of choice here, okay? If we have a really great server on the line, take serve. If we feel we're in a vulnerable rotation, we might take serve. If we feel like we're set up to score points, we might take receive. Okay, ready to go? So this gives our athletes a little bit of choice in games, right? If you want to keep them engaged, sometimes you have to give them some decision making. You'll see who wants to go for it, and who's kind of a roll. Okay, so in that game, this team would be up 3-0 because we served, we won the rally. We would go back to free balls. Whoever wins more of them has the decision. They might say, I want to receive because we won 4-1. They might be at the end of the game. The game is to how many points? 21, because the game is Vegas, right? So we're playing 21 points. So they can kind of leverage kind of some risk there. And a lot of times I like to point at one person and have them make the decision. It's not a group decision. What do you want, right? And you see who's willing to go for it and whatnot. So those are 2 versions of a very similar game. One called Steal the Bacon, one called Vegas. Okay, any questions about those? Cool. Okay, the next drill we're going to do is called serve receive down ball free ball. This is a very easy drill. It won't take us long. Okay, far side over there, you're going to serve the very first ball. All 3 balls are coming to this side. What I like about this drill is we work on 3 phases of offense. serve receive offense, then like a defensive mimic ball, and then a free ball situation. And we need to be good at all three of these phases. Okay, so we go serve receive one direction. Okay, so it gives our offense a chance to score, or our serve receive a chance to score. I'll explain it better, okay? So Matt is going to be, the second ball is going to be like a defensive contact. So we want to see a block getting into this direction, so we're working on some transition offense here. Okay, the third ball will be a free ball, which will be no block, kind of moving off. And we want to put ourselves in a position to work all three of these balls, okay? So we did the serve receive ball. Now we have a ball over the top. Go ahead, Matt. This is our down ball, okay? The goal of this drill is just to come down from a block and have to work our offense here. Okay, free ball. Now the next three balls come from this direction. Okay, very easy. It's a serve receive ball. Matt switches sides. We now block to go. Switch front and back row. I don't want to kill anybody. Are you good? Guard, I don't want to kill you. Are you good? Alright, cool. Okay, so we would do serve receive down ball the other way. So it's a 6-ball sequence. Then we would wave in some new people here. Okay, ready to go? Of offense so that we can really reward those things. Okay? So this one's serve receive, down ball, free ball. Okay, the next drill we're going to go to is a drill called 3-2-1 contact. Similar to serve receive, down ball, free ball, it gives you three very distinct phases to work on kind of simultaneously. Now in this drill, Matt can enter a ball one of three different ways. Okay, so you got to pay attention to this one. If Matt gives you a free ball, anything underhand, okay, your team has one contact left. I like to think in my brain, if I get a free ball from that, I give a free ball to the other side, or I send it over, right? The other side, be aware that ball's coming over. Okay, so if you get a free ball, you send the free ball. Way number two, Matt can enter the ball. As he steps into the court and he bounces the ball that goes up into the air, that means we have two remaining contacts left. We're trying to create an out-of-system setting situation where a non-setter steps in. We get big approaches from both of our pin attackers. We get a really organized block from the other side, or we should. We work on coverage, we work on our out-of-system attacking. Okay, and the third way Matt can enter a ball is anything with top spin to it. Okay, whether he's on your side or over the net. In that phase, you get all three contacts. Okay, this is a good one. People were talking about communication. How do we get communication in our drill? If your team doesn't communicate at this drill, they're not going to be very good at it, right? Especially when you're getting a free ball, we want to be hearing people go, send it, send it, send it, so that we're all on the same page. The rules only apply to the ball Matt initiates. Everything after that is full volleyball. Okay, we have the same page with what that looks like? Anybody can set the second ball. Sometimes Matt will be right underneath somebody. Let's not trust somebody for the second ball because we're trying to create out-of-system opportunities where non-setters might have to set this ball. Okay? If it goes right to you, absolutely. Okay? Matt's just going to randomize how he enters the ball, and we would keep score of this and switch every 6 balls or so. Okay, ready, go? 2 contacts left. got the idea now? Okay? Coaches, you're just randomizing how the ball gets in. If you start trying to think who got the ball, just try to do your best to balance it out, and it comes out in the wash there, okay? I love how communicative we're being within the rally. The very first ball, Matt gives a bounce ball. It was an inside set that was a great choice for us to attack, right? What was the far side yelling out? Stay down, stay down, stay down. So when we're talking about constructive communication within a rally, just be looking for that at all times and call it out when you see it. That which gets rewarded gets repeated. So we would want to point that out and being like, that's really good volleyball. Snaps for you. Okay? Let's slow the pace down. And I think it's important that if you're writing down drills, if you keep doing transition drills, and you've got 12 kids, you're going to gas them out. And then the intensity level goes down. So we like to bounce between some slower pace serve receive drills and some faster paced transition drills. Okay? Let's go to, we're going to be going over the net. Ooh, we don't have a scoreboard, do we? This game's called, it's alright. You'll be able to follow what I'm saying. Okay, this game's called 19-21-23. Okay, the very first game starts at 19-19. Okay, when it's 19-19, okay, we're working on what we would call finisher drills. Finisher drills put us in a situation where we have to get to 25 and we want to be looking at the scoreboard in big moments saying we've been in this situation before. So we start at 19-19, let's say the far side you're serving. Okay, other elements that I'll just throw out there for you, I don't have this. Sometimes I like to have a dice set practice. Just have them roll a dice, that's what rotation they have to start with. Just let randomization take over, right? Let somebody roll it, whatever. That's just fine. But sometimes just introducing that, you want to keep your kids engaged, you give them choices, you keep them engaged in what you're doing, and you change up your drills sometimes. So it's 19-19 on the scoreboard. Now here's the thing. You don't have to play with this drill variation, but this drill variation we came into one day because we were really struggling closing out sets when we were right there. So now in this game, when you get to 24, okay, you have to close out the game. And your first chance at game point, you need to capitalize on it or else you go back to 22. Okay, does that make sense? So when I'm up 24-22, I just get my 24 point, I must win that next rally or I go down to 22. Okay? Puts pressure on usually us from the service line because you can't win that way on serve receive if you think about how that works out, right? So now it puts us into a serving situation to have to win with the ball in our hands. We can't hope we win it on serve receive. Okay, so that's an element you could choose to or not. 19-19. Yeah, this would be actual normal volleyball rotating like anything, okay? We would play out the game at 19-19, one side wins. We would start the next game at 21-21, but you have to start from what rotation you ended in so that you're not constantly going back to the other one, right? Does that make some sense? Okay, so that way you don't get stuck being outside the drill the entire time. Go ahead, sweet. Yeah, 2019. Okay? Now if you're gonna play this drill without going back on that point, usually we say you have to win all three of these games in a row. So you have to win 3 consecutive to win it. If you do it with the match point and it goes back to 22, usually we say you have to win each one of the games one time because it takes a while. They actually revert back to 22 quite a bit. Okay. So one of the reasons I like this game is that they start seeing the scoreboard saying 23-23, 21-21, and that's really when we're in a lot of timeout situations. So a lot of times they'll be like, hey, we're in this situation all the time, and we are because we put them in that situation all the time. Okay? I've also played this drill one time where each one of the games that you win, you have to get a kill by a different player. So that you're not relying on the same stud to kill every ball for you, and you're developing younger players to take those big swings. Just a different element there. Okay? You get the idea, yeah? Alright, here's another one. We're going to have to use our imaginations for this one, but I said the word dice games, okay? So on this one on the flip scoreboard, let's say you use your imaginations. The flip scoreboard says 15-15. That's the default number. We both roll a dice, okay? So we have one dice. We roll it, they roll it, it's suspenseful, everybody loves the dice, right? This side, you roll it. What number did you get? Ooh, good ball. You roll it. What number did you get? 5, better, okay? So now you should have picked a higher number. Okay, so the number started at 15-15. That side rolled a 5, their number goes to 20. Okay, your side went up 3 points, you go to 20-18, but here's the caveat to that game. The team that's winning, you guys are up 20-18, you have a decision to make. It's a very fast decision. Do you want to keep the score at 20-18, and if you win 1 big point, or do you want to flip the 2 scores, and if you win, you get 2 points? Kind of like euchre. You want to flip it. Okay, so your side's down 18-20, the other side gets to decide serve or receive. You want to serve or receive? Receive. You guys are up 20-18. You are on receive. If you win as the team that was winning when we started, you get 1 big point. The far side, if you win as the team that was behind, you get 2 points. Now, if you would have rolled a 6 and you would have rolled a 1, would you have flipped scores? Maybe not, right? So you can elect to not flip the score, okay? But it gives your athletes some choice. And when you're trying to identify who are my competitive people, who are my engaged people, give them choices at practice to decide how to win. Right? This is what I like about this drill. It just point at somebody. The choice is yours. And it doesn't let them be like, I don't want to make the choice. Ask Susie. She's our captain. I don't care what she thinks. We care what you think. And it gives everybody a voice in your gym. Okay, so it's 20-18. We're going to play it out. Far side, if you guys win, you get 2 big points. We might play to 5 or 6 or 7 big points, something like that. Okay, you got the idea? Ready, go. What's the score? Did you say it was 24-23 far side? Yeah, good thinking. 24-23 far side. Yeah. We hit the fast forward button. I'm sorry, I didn't give you guys a chance. They would have 2 points on the board. We would re-roll the dice, start at 15-15, add that number, quick decisions, right? Once you establish that this is the game, between these things should be 30 seconds at most, right? Pretty fast there. Now, I'm going to give you more of an abstract one. We made this one up 1 year. This is a game called Chutes and Ladders, okay? Now, we made this up on the fly at practice one day. We were struggling with certain things that we felt like were killing us during matches. We put on the board -3, -2, -1, and we had the team come up. This one took a little while, but we said 3 things in our gym that we felt were getting us killed. Lack of coverage was one of them, right? Communication was one of them, and out of the system, unforced hitting errors were one of them. And we labeled them with the teams involved at -3, -2, -1. We then had +3, +2, +1, things we were working on in our gym, and we had them come up with what are things we've been working on this week at practice. And we said we wanted to work on middle attack and transition, we wanted to work on dig to kill, and we wanted first ball kills. And we labeled them 3, 2, 1. Now, if you've ever played Chutes and Ladders as a kid, and you play with your kids, right? When you get to certain squares, you jump up, kind of a ladder helps get you higher, and a chute pulls you down lower, right? So we were in a situation where we identified those 3 things, and whenever those things happen, okay, we applied those things. So it was the point -3, but we had our team come up with those things. And that was a really fun one because they had an element of creating that. And they knew these were the things that were holding us back, and these were the things that were going to help get us there. Okay? You want to be done? Any other questions? All right, here's Kat.
I'm not saying we have to be done. I'm just saying I'm probably going to have to be done. But I will tell you, it's awesome having you all here. We love this. We love that you've come out. We always want to be a service to you guys. We always want to help and to get you ready and geared up for your season. This will happen every year. And so thank you so much and good luck in your season. And we'll hope to get you out to the Rise games and support our team. Get out to see Ferris play because thank you so much for being here too. Appreciate that. And I'm gonna let Mike. He can stay here and show you more drills if you want. So I'm not trying to stop this. I do have to get on the phone here in a second. But I do want to do that. And guess what? He has a ball and jerseys to raffle off, so you can, so there'll be a couple raffles. We can do that after you're done, Mike. I don't know if you're still showing drills.
Yeah, Matt's got to get the box.
He's showing drills. So, but love you. Thank you so much for being here. So good to see so many of your familiar faces. Appreciate it.
How are we doing? You want one or two more?
Yeah.
Alright, from the crazy mind to Mike. Alright, this drill is called free ball frenzy. Crap. I wish we had a clock. I don't have a clock. I'm going to show it to you anyway because I think this one's fun. And it's just a different element to the game. Okay, far side over there, you guys are serving at the near side. Now the goal of this side is to get 6 first ball kills from the near side. It's a very difficult drill. Now, if you want to tame this down to a talent level, it could be just winning 6 rallies on serve receive. Here's the thing. We're going to have to put our imaginary hats on. I wish I had that clock set. That clock says 2 minutes on it, 2:00, right? Now what happens is the far side serves the ball. If we get a first ball kill on this side, we get to rotate to the next rotation, and we have 1 of 6 done. The clock never starts if we get a first ball kill. If we don't get a first ball kill, any ball that's dug or any unforced error, we start the clock. 1:59, 1:58, 1:57. Meanwhile, coach is chipping in a free ball to the far side, and we rally that ball out until the serve receive side wins the rally. When they win the rally, that clock stops. 1:47. We go back to serve receive. Okay? We probably still have 1 first ball kill. We go back into serve receive. We're all looking at the clock. We're running out a little bit of time. Okay? We're putting pressure on our attackers to have to kill balls with the timeline out there of, we've got to get there before 25. We can't eventually get there. We got to do it now. Now, this drill kind of continues. If we get a first ball kill with our next possession, we rotate. Okay? In theory, if there's 1 second on the clock and you have no first ball kills, you can win the drill with 6 consecutive first ball kills because they never start the clock, right? Now, the thing is, if you do this without the first ball kill, you wait till the other side wins the rally, then you start the clock. That might be a little bit more appropriate for some things. But that drill is called beat the clock or free ball frenzy. Okay? You get the idea of that? You could build that out wherever you want. Let's see. Last drill, because I'm buying time for Matt to get our things. This drill is called, I call balls that get hit into tough spots pickleball, right? Kind of getting the ball into putting the other team in a pickle, right? Where are good spots on the court to put a ball if you have to hit something off speed and you want to create chaos? Where's one? Corners, why? Hard to get to, and defensively, we usually down the line there. Give me another one. Middle of the court, campfire. Give me another one. Anything on the setter that takes them out of system. Anybody want to take a stab at another one? Where the blocker came from. Good. Off blocker tips, or things that get off blockers on the ground. And we'll say anything that's kind of in the halo around the blocker. Okay? So we'll call those pickleballs for right now, right? And I think it's worth practicing those. Here's how we do it in this drill. Katie, can you chip in 3 balls for me, please? Okay? Katie's going to chip in 3 balls. The first attack from either team must be an off-speed ball to the other side. Now, it may score. If you hit an off-speed ball and it hits the ground, you win the point. So you can be as aggressive as you want, but we're working on some of those softer skills of volleyball. And maybe more importantly, we're working on defending those. Okay? So the first possession for either side, that's your attack, has to be off-speed. Then we can pound away with the second possession. Okay? So we call this drill, or I call this drill pickle, pickle, pound, because we put ourselves in a position to have off-speed, and then go for it. Okay? So the first ball has to be off-speed. Here you go. Okay, so we're working on our off-speed shots and defending our off-speed shots. Gotta be off-speed here to start. I can't wait to see full speed. Okay, and now we're in an all-go situation. You may go off-speed, or you can handle it. Okay, every free ball reverts to a pickle ball. Okay, so ball back in. Okay, you can do this as a serve receive drill. It slows down the pace quite a bit, or you can do this as a transition drill with free ball. Just depends on what you're looking for. Okay. Okay, first ball off speed. Perfect. Okay, so this would be pickle, pound. I like to do roughly 5, 6 balls before we wave in new people. Okay, so if we have more people out, or if you've got people on the sidelines, usually 5 or 6 rallies in the drill is where we want to be out. Okay. Any questions about any of the drills we did? You want to win some free stuff? Cool. All right. Katie, can you grab the box for me? Perfect. All right. I got some stuff here to wrap them up. All right. Paige and Alyssa, can you come over here, please? You're going to pull some of our winners. All right, we got some stuff to wrap up. I got 2 jerseys, a scarf, and a volleyball. Autograph volleyball. Okay, whoever wins first, you can come up and pick whatever you want. Sound fair? Perfect. Alyssa, who's the first winner?
Smirka?
Perfect, you win. Come pick a prize. You have to serve it in, you have to jump serve. No, you did. I'm just kidding, you don't have to do it. Go ahead, pick whichever one you'd like. I mean, it's free, so. Yeah. I mean, do it quickly. That's a scarf from Harry Potter, man. Well, it doesn't say Harry Potter. Alright, who's next?
Grant Shepard.
Hey, Grant, congrats. Would you like the ball or a women's jersey? There you go. Yeah, you can get something that's got arm sleeves. Alright.
Kathy Hellman.
I can help you with it. What would you like? Oh, good for you. And the final winner, our ball winner.
Amanda Anstock.
Amanda Anstock. Hey! You did it. Congrats. Well, thank you everybody for coming. We appreciate you. We're going to be sticking around, or I'll stick around if you've got any questions, or for athletes that have any questions. We appreciate you guys being here. Have a good one.
He's falling. I don't know why, but I'm like, this just feels wrong. I wish you would. More security time.